We've got a few people on. Thanks for joining us. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Welcome on the channels, YouTube, Facebook. We're on Periscope, man. We're on LinkedIn. We're everywhere. And it's going to be a great, great night tonight. It's going to be phenomenal. I've got my, I know this is my dear friend, but he isn't actually a dear friend yet, but he's becoming somebody who I know will be a dear friend. And it's my dear friend, Tony Lapidus. The mighty Tony Lapidus. Can we give him a big welcome? And he's had his haircut in Manchester, so he's buzzing, our kid. You know,
I am buzzing actually with this haircut. Yeah.
Are you buzzing? Can you feel the vibe on this broadcast, Tony?
Oh yeah. I should show everybody my haircut. Actually, it's only right to share the love. Yeah.
Share the look. Share the love. It's all good in the hood. We've got Steve Richmond on. We've got Tony on. Jason Lachlan. We've got Jill Eckersley. Steve Richmond. There's many coming on. So I'm just going to share this. And everybody who's jumping on, share, because you care. Do you like that? Do you like that riff that I've created? That tagline? Do you like it?
I love it. I'm not quite the poet myself. I'm not so that I wasn't endowed with that talent. Other ones.
Yeah. Well, what I do, I spit lyrics and grimy beats. You know what I mean? I'm a grimy beat spitter.
Well, I'd like to. Well, if you care to share some now, or
This is really funny. It's really good to get as many people on as we can. So what we do, we share it in groups and stuff like that. So I'm encouraging people to share, because they care. And we're going to.
Next time you say that, I think I should be given the opportunity to say it because you care, and you can say the first part.
Oh, let's do it then.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Share, because you
care.
Oh, look at that! Come on. I tell you what, this is going to be big tonight, all around the heart of Derbyshire, in the heart of the UK. I'm sharing it in all Derbyshire groups. So, because we're members of groups.
Do we get any Leeds lads?
Leeds lads. Well, we'd have to post it in those groups.
That's all right without them. You've got one already tonight, so that's more than enough.
I'll tell you what, this has got in a lot of groups here. That's great. Steve Richmond's put share. Oh, we got Michaela Marie on. That's good. Michaela Marie, Jill. Is that because you share, Jill? Can you share the YouTube as well, please? We're sharing because we're caring. And we're going to have a great, great night tonight. Because we're going to bring some special guests on. We're going to actually bring Donald Trump on later, John Fury, Tyson Fury. We're going to bring people from The Sopranos on. We're going to bring Peaky Blinders, who's not my brother, actually. No. So it's going to be great. Michaela says hello. That's great. So everybody who's coming on, Michaela, we're going to give you the opportunity to ask questions a bit later, because we've got a direct link into some major celebrities who we're going to bring on and interview them. So what I'm going to do is post the names of the people we've got access to. Can you see what I'm doing with this, Tony?
Yes. I hope the questions are difficult and challenging.
Look at all those celebrities we're going to get on tonight, man. I can see them in the thread. What I see here, Tony, we're getting record numbers tonight. Everybody who's jumping on, please like, share, because you care, which you know, and she says amazing. Yeah, you're going to be able to ask any questions, Michaela, about, I know you're into fashion and beauty and things that smell nice, but you're into music as well, and you're into leadership and life. And we're going to ask all these people who come on. Success leaves clues is something that I always say, Tony. If you want to be successful, look at a successful person, and there's always a trail of breadcrumbs that they've applied to the life. Because success leaves clues.
It's to be successful. What? I'm not hearing that bit.
Okay. Success leaves clues.
Oh, leaves clues. Okay.
Leaves clues, not leads clues. Leaves clues. So if you want to be successful yourself, you look at you look for these clues, then you apply them to your own life. Are you with me?
Well, yes, but I'd love an example so that I can learn from this.
An example, okay. For example, so you could, for say, if somebody was an impressionist, just for example, if we knew someone, then I'd study the lives of very successful ones, like Michael Crawford, like Lenny Henry, and what they did. And of course, you do a lot of practice. That's part of success. But you find like a mentor, and that's often overused. But you can mentor from a distance now through reading books, life stories. But I mean, the main success keys are commitment, discipline, positive mindset, healthy relationships, all that kind of stuff. But also with the success leaves clues, thoughts, and messages. But then a lot of these people have failed in their personal lives and become alcoholics or drug addicts. So of course you got to get a balance. As well as having gifting, it's good to have character. So I just like that whole thought about success leaves clues.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that I think not that I'm anywhere near where I'd like to be, but I can tell you that I think a big part of it is that when you're trying to be successful, or you get somewhere, there's a lot of failures along the way. I don't want to be too harsh on myself, but there's a lot of them on the way, and I feel that that's just something that people have to kind of put up with.
Be resilient, overcome setbacks, or getting back up once you've been disappointed, or a door closes. Just keep knocking on doors till the next door opens. And that's part of keeping hopeful and keeping optimistic, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's good. So everybody, a lot of people are jumping on. We've got Steve Richmond. He's commenting, that's great. Michaela. So I want them to be thinking of some questions to ask. But before we're doing that, somebody's put, yes, Tony, it's all about consistency. You're getting some new fans here, and she'll follow you, Michaela. She loves social media.
Yeah, if it's all about, first I agree with that, and you'll see a consistent amount of videos on my social media, so on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and Facebook as well. But it's all about consistency, hard work, I think, and I don't know anybody that's ever succeeded in anything that they haven't had to put in work and haven't had to fail and sort of trial and error,
Yes, I like the phrase, Tony, fail forwards into mercy. Be merciful on yourself and fail forwards. So therefore, it's like I saw a great quote by Mandela, who did a lot of great quotes. A lot of them he didn't actually do, but they were written for him, like that great speech, about our greatest fear isn't that we fail, it's that we succeed. Let our light shine and influence others. He didn't write that, somebody else wrote it. But a quote that he did was, I never lose, I grow.
Right. And that's where you have to. I got somebody messaging me today. I did a few stories where it's like questions and answers on Instagram. I got this is the worst comment I've ever had. Well, I won't even say what he said because it was expletive use, but he insulted me. So I just messaged back with an emoji laughing and said, thanks, mate. Because there's so many of them, especially in the beginning, there's so many people who will want to kind of take you down or kind of insult you. You just have to learn how to get over, be thick-skinned in anything that you pursue.
Exactly. Thick-skinned, tenacity, don't take yourself too seriously. Jill, take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment, yeah. And the more, when you get stuff like that, you always get some opposition, and there'll always be opposition to your mission. And again, it's not, don't worry about the opinions of other people, and don't be a people pleaser, because I always say, everybody's got opinions, and opinions are like armpits. Most people have got at least two, and they both generally stink. You know what I mean?
Yes, completely.
So things like that help. Jill, can you share this YouTube in one of the threads on our... Share it in the River Network on WhatsApp, and then I can share it with all our other friends around the world. Yeah. I've already shared on Facebook and YouTube, But we're going to slam the WhatsApp then. And then when I've done that, I'm going to introduce Tony, and it's going to be great. It's great to have you on with us, Tony. What do you think of the setup?
It's going to be wonderful, to quote Donald Trump. It is going to be great. What do I think of the setup? I'm loving it. And you were giving me a bit of an educational lecture about Greek, and that globe was what made me throw out the word globe.
Yeah.
So I'm loving that. I'm loving it.
Did you like
How
that?
do you like my setup?
I like it. It's great. It could be a little better. It'll be good. It would be good to have a little backlight as well. Can you see I've got a bit of backlight?
Yes.
You can do that with a little coloured LED and stuff. But I'll help you with that if you like. You could just have one LED and have it there and have it in Leeds as well. Leeds and Manchester.
You mean in general? So I don't have that on me at the moment. I do have a little lamp over there. It would be nice for background, as you can see, but I don't think it's a bit messy over there. I've got all my work scrawled all over the table.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just sending this to Sean Gash, who's very close to Tyson Fury. He's one of his dear friends.
Oh yeah.
Sean Gash. He's the guy in the wheelchair. He's the guy in the wheelchair who lost a leg and does all this, climbing mountains and going on adventurous stuff. He's a really nice guy, actually.
He's a famous guy for doing that kind of stuff.
Well, he's got quite a following and reputation for it, because there's not many, one-legged guys in wheelchairs doing all that kind of stuff. But he's really close to the Fury camp. He's really in the inner circle with the Furies. He's a really nice guy. I like him.
I met him.
Sorry?
The other day. I met him a few days ago or a couple of weeks ago.
You met Tyson Fury?
Yeah, completely by chance. Met him.
You did? We thought you'd stalked him,
Well, secretly I do stalk him, but that wasn't why I met him.
Did you know that he went to that big department store in Manchester?
No, I had no clue whatsoever. Actually, I can save this for your listeners, or I can tell you now, whichever you prefer. But I basically, I was with my friend, and he wanted to go in there, and I literally never go in there. I don't know that I've got anything against Selfridge. I've just got no reason to go in there. So I was a bit opposed to it. I was just like, no, can we just go somewhere else? And then he dragged me in, and by chance I saw him. He probably does think I stalked him, though.
But he thinks you're very funny, and his dad thinks you're very funny. And I'll just talk a little bit about the introduction to you, and then we'll start doing some interviews. Jill, you got something to say?
He's echoing on the broadcast, but not to YouTube.
He's echoing on the broadcast.
So what people can hear is they can hear an echo.
Can they?
Yeah, so I don't know if there's anything we can do with that at Tony's end. We can't hear it, but it's on the broadcast.
Okay, where on Facebook or YouTube? Because who said that?
I've listened to it on both.
Well, that might be because you'll be hearing it from here. There, it's just
I've
you.
already had a message from somebody as well.
Okay, well, nobody else
but
has.
Just keep going. Okay, everybody else could be fine.
Yeah, nobody else. Can everybody hear us? Okay. Is there any delay or any echo? Because Jill's saying somebody's messaged you with an echo, but we've got stacks of people on and nobody else has said it.
Okay, no problem if that isn't.
You all right, Tony?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it sounds good here, but for some reason, anyway.
Is it?
We can wait and see.
Great. Nobody else has said anything, Jill.
Okay, well that's fine then. We'll leave it then.
Who's the one person?
Doesn't matter.
On YouTube in Swallow Nest. It's Echo G on Facebook. It's Echo. Oh. Okay, well it might help if I put my earphones in as well. Oh dear Lord.
You may have lost yourself or lost me.
No, you're still on. It's just that I'm not on.
I'm still on.
And then I'm on camera too. And then you're on here. That's good. So that's okay. The things you do. That's why it's good to have two cameras, Tony.
Where's the first one gone?
Well, yeah, because it's plugged into an adapter that goes through there. That's like, no. Can you talk?
Yeah.
Tony?
Can I be heard? Yeah, can you hear me?
I can't hear you now.
I can hear you.
So it's just Tony who's echoing.
I could hear that before as well, so I didn't know if somebody else could.
Tony, what we can maybe do is,
yeah.
Can we change the earphones, your end, with the orange ones? The ones with the mic on, rather than using the Bluetooth. Try those, yeah.
Okay. When I tried them, they tended to ruin the
somebody's
whole
saying
song,
no echo now.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's saying no echo now. Is there still no echo then?
Anybody else?
Anybody else let me know? Steve Richmond has just said no echo. Still no echo, Steve. Do you want to talk, Tony? Ask if people can hear an echo.
Yeah, I can hear the echo. I can hear it, but it doesn't matter from my end.
I'm just wondering if the viewers can hear an echo. Steve Richmond said there is no echo. There'll just be a little delay on the comments, but people will let us know. Let me know, guys, can you hear an echo or no? And get ready, we're going to have some very, very good interviews coming in with my friend Tony. And I'll keep talking about how I met Tony. Interestingly enough, I met John Fury in 2014, and I met him in prison. Somebody said, the echo came back when Terry took earphones off. Is the sound okay? That's strange, isn't it? Is it a bad echo, or can we get away with it, guys? Because nobody mentioned it for 10 minutes. Are people being anal? Does it sound like a Dalek echo, or are we okay? And who's echoing, Tony or me or both of us? Please let me know. Technology is great when it works, isn't it, Tony?
Only when it works, yeah. When it breaks down, then you have to buy a new iPhone like I did the other day. It's not great then.
Exactly.
Sadly. But I just thought only I could hear it, and I was alright with it.
Yeah, people said we can live with it.
We can persist. I like that one.
Good. I'm trying to think about what else I could do.
I mean, it's possible if you disconnected and then connected it again. Would that throw the whole thing?
People are saying they can persist with it.
And they're saying that both are echoing.
Yeah. I know. It's amazing though nothing happened for 10-15 minutes, Jill.
Well, maybe it did, and then but people didn't mention it. I don't know.
I wonder if I just
My dad's put it's better now, just a slight echo on Tony's voice.
Oh well, that's okay. Just let's go for it. Let's forget the one or two anal people. We still love you, but come on, get over yourself. If it's just a small echo, you've not had a shave. You've got nasal hairs, and you sat there, with all stuff, all crumbs on your belly from eating your tea, and you're making comments like that.
Not quite.
You ugly thing, you. Come on. Anyway, yeah, we love you. Thanks for trying to help. So anyway, I did some prison ministry in 2014. I've done a lot of prison ministry, going into prisons, encouraging guys, praying with them and stuff. And then we did this big outdoor barbecue and outreach in HMP Thorncross, Warrington, and it was great. And then I'm ministering for people, chatting and praying for people, and there's this guy, and I said, "What's your name?" He went, "John." He said, I said, "Okay." He said, pray for my son, Tyson. And looked at me like I should know him. Do you like this accent, Tony? He said, great. It's great. He went, Tyson Fury is a boxer. So I prayed for John and I prayed for Tyson. Just prayed there and then. Got on with my business. Got on with my life. I never heard of him at the time, but of course in 2015 everybody had heard of him. So I thought, wow, what a privilege and honour to be able to minister to somebody. And then of course I saw things about John Fury's faith, Tyson Fury declaring his faith and stuff. So then I started following Tyson Fury, and just this year I managed to get books of mine into the hands of Tyson and John Fury. I got them to Tyson through Sean Gash. He's the guy I'm on about, who I've sent the link to. Sean might be on tonight. And then I saw Tony Lapidus on Instagram doing John Fury and Tyson, and absolutely hysterical, very funny, and very great impressions. So I just connected you with it, didn't I? I just connected, reached out, we just got chatting on Instagram, and I've just seen you go from strength to strength with interviews you've done and impressions, and I thought I've got to get you on our broadcast, on our show. And we can have some fun. So that's the introduction. Now, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell the people a bit about yourself, where you're from, your background, how you got into doing impressions, and let's just know a bit about you. Then we're going to be able to, for the viewers to ask questions to you, Tony, in one of the characters that we've posted in the link, and I'll post them again. But we'll start off. I'm going to ask you a few questions, but just tell us a bit about yourself and how you got into doing impressions, please.
Sure. Well, first off, thanks for having me on. I'm really glad that after all this time, we've been in contact for a while, and finally we've managed to do it. So that's a great thing. So I got into this actually from a very young age, doing impressions. I've been doing impressions since I was about 5, honestly, just of friends, or 6, 5 or 6, just doing things of adverts or doing things about Disney movies that I'd see. And I grew up being the impressionist of like any school I was at. It was always, I think every school has got an impressionist. Everyone's got the one that can imitate the teachers, but then it was always a thing that, without trying to toot my own horn too much, it was always a thing that I was the best at in my school, wherever I would go to school. I could do the lecturers at university, I could do the teachers, I could do all my friends. The time I got into it when I was on social media, well, that was when I was a bit older. That was because for years my brother, or two of my brothers rather, had told me, get on social media, get yourself a couple of wigs for the relevant characters, get yourself a good mic, and get yourself on there. And you just don't know where it'll go. And the truth is, I was always a shy guy. I always say that, because anyone that remembers being at school with me will know that I could never turn it on. I could never just do it on demand. And my dad was a good mimic, and he still is. He's good at imitating people, and he said he understood that. I don't know, some people are shy with it, and some people have it. But only when I started doing it on social media did that kind of boost my confidence a bit more. Because my very first one was just basically with a headphone. It was actually like similar ones to these. There was no mic invested in. There was no real quality. It was just an impression of accurate things that people say, and then I realised that people were reacting very well to it. So I started doing a bit more, and it just snowballed from there, really. And it's still snowballing. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm still working on it.
Yes, I like the phrase. You may not be where you want to be, but thank God you're not where you used to be. you're obviously doing a lot better. And I think that's a good story of persistence and crafting your art form in doing it, and then you get more confidence, you get more skillful at it. And it's like Malcolm Gladwell, who wrote The Tipping Point. He's a great author about leadership live, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Malcolm Gladwell. And he says that the genius level, that people say, oh, they're a genius. But again, if you look behind the scenes or the backstory, these genius or genii, en masse of them, is the number of hours that you put into a subject matter. If you put the hours in, you'll bear fruit, and you're obviously doing that.
Right, so that's something, it's very, very true, because in the beginning, when I saw that people started responding quite well to it, by the way, I think I got into the game a little bit late, in the sense that if I'd have got into it about 6 years ago, I don't want to sound sour grapes or anything, because I'm very happy with where I am. But that was when 6-7 years ago. That was when Facebook wanted everything to go viral, so that people would know about Facebook. Now it's already pay us.
No, they changed the algorithms so that you'll pay for ads and stuff.
Exactly. It's just not the kind of thing where you just put it up and it goes 3 million views in one night. That doesn't. I don't think that happens anymore. It's very rare, that's for sure. But absolutely. I mean, in the beginning, people started responding well to it, and I actually started to put a bit of pressure on myself. In my head, I was like, oh, if I don't do one every week, then I might as well not be bothering. And all the hours that go into it, like I say, there's a lot of thought that goes into it, and there's a lot of editing that goes into it, and changing, and re-recording, and people don't need to kind of know, but they don't need to. That's for me to not enjoy, or to enjoy along the way. But there's a lot more that goes into kind of each thing, and also it evolves. The first ones I did in the beginning were just kind of try to say what the people say, the people who imitate me, that is.
Yes.
But there was
using their licks and strap lines, but no, you use your own stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's more of I take the character. And I exaggerate him. Whatever he's saying, you have to exaggerate it. But in the beginning, I hadn't learned that yet. I just thought, just quote them. It's not quite as funny. So like I said,
exaggerate the nuances. Okay. Well, that's great. That's great background. Let's get into it. So why should people vote for Donald Trump and not Sleepy Joe? Why should people vote for Trump?
You know what I'm going to tell you? I really don't even like that question. I said it before. I don't like it when people ask me. You know what? Because Sleepy Joe, as you just said it, he's asleep. You want to vote for a guy who's going to sleep? That's ridiculous. Give me a break. You take a look at what's going on with that guy. You take a look at what's going on. He goes to sleep. He wakes up, and then you know what he does? You know what he does? He goes to sleep. He goes to sleep again. You're gonna see horrible stock markets. You're gonna see people all over the streets. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go to sleep. Every one of them. I call him Sleepy Joe for a reason. He's gonna put this whole country to sleep.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Donald. I mean, I've got similar thoughts as well.
Well, it's really fantastic. It's really fantastic. You say it's amazing. Why don't you use the word fantastic? You're being very unfair.
Yeah, I'm being very unfair, Donald. I'm really sorry, but I went on my holidays a few years ago to China. Do you like China? What do you think of China?
So here's the deal. I have a great relationship with President Xi. I don't have a bad relationship. I have a problem with China. It's China. You understand? President Xi, he calls me. He says, President Trump, he says, we have a great relationship. And he says, and I understand why you don't like China. And I say, everybody understands why I don't like China. You gave us the play. And frankly, me and President Xi get along great. I always say to have a problem with China is acceptable. A problem with President Xi, not acceptable.
Wow, that's amazing. And let me just ask you this question, Donald, because a dear friend of mine, a pastor in your country, called Pastor Rodney Howard Brown, he got arrested a few months ago for he kept his church open and he got arrested. But 3 days later, he got turned over because of the Constitution of America. What do you think about this pastor getting arrested? What do you think about the Constitution and America? What do you think of that, Donald?
So let me say this. As the President of the United States, are you ready? As the President of the United States, I don't like to get into the details, okay? So I give executive orders. I can only say this. That whatever happened there, you know, he's a man of God, and I am a great believer in God. And I'm a man of faith. So if we're going to release a pastor, I support that 100%. And he's probably a fantastic guy. The Constitution is a wonderful thing. And to release him is wonderful.
That's great. Well, thank you, Donald Trump. I mean, that's phenomenal. We're big supporters of him and the Constitution. That's great. So we just wish you well in this coming election. I mean, it's going to be amazing. But just before you go, Donald, because I know you've got a very busy schedule at the moment, why should people vote for you? And are you going to win this second term?
As I said before, the reason that you should vote for me is because you want people to be awake. You want people to be awake, right? And think of it. Who else is going to take down the media? The people who are very unfair. I mean, like, you know, before when you said it was amazing, when you should have said fantastic. Very unfair. So you have to vote for me so that I can keep the media in check. And people like you, very unfair, man.
Very unfair, yeah, but you're quite unfair on me, Donald, because you keep saying fake news. You're tarring everybody who interviews you with the same brush. Why?
Well, you know what? For a start, that is fake news. It is fake news. Listen, I don't like people. I don't mind people being critical of me. I welcome it, but when they say things that are fake, like Sleepy Joe is awake, I should really, you know what? I should tweet that. People say things that are fake, like Sleepy Joe is awake. You see, I'm a great poet.
Are you getting into rap now?
In this world. That's why you should vote for me.
That's great, Donald. That's phenomenal. Awesome. If anybody's got any questions aimed at Donald Trump, just put them in. But I also want to get on to, we've got to leave Donald Trump now. We're going to move on to the Furies. We've got the Furies now. We've got the Furies on hold. We'll just bring them in. And I just want to ask John Fury why we shouldn't have had a second lockdown. What do you think of that, John?
Let me tell you this, yes. I don't mind being in lockdown. I'm a man that knows how to be on my own. And I'm a man that reads, watches, whatever I want to do, I do it. I don't mind. What I'm worried about is the regular people out there. It's alright being an hard man like me. But let me tell you this, mate. Not everybody is an hard man. How many hard men do you know except me?
Well, I'm pretty hard myself, John. But, you know, I'm pretty hard. And we did meet.
I'm a proper hard man, we all know that. I'm sure you're right, but I'm a proper hard man. I do not understand.
Never have done, never will do.
Lockdown. Don't understand it, never have done. And let me tell you this, I won't understand this one either.
Wow, John, what did you eat for breakfast this morning, John?
Started with a few batteries, give me energy, keep me fit. I've upped it from 4 to 10. Then I had a few nails. Got me on around, chopped on that for a bit. Broke a few teeth, don't worry. You know what I do, I swallow them. No problem. That's a treat for an hard man. And later on we'll see what's on the menu, I haven't decided yet. Probably something like a floorboard or something like that with splinters in it.
Very good, John. If we can just get Tyson on now, I'd just like to ask Tyson, just Just the secret of his success, really. Give us some keys for success, because Tyson, I see you're very motivational. You write these motivational books, and you're all positivity, and you're a great ambassador for mental health. And of course, you're the Gypsy King. You're the heavyweight champion of the world. What is behind the scenes? What do we not know about you? What can you share to encourage the viewers tonight, please, Tyson?
You know, that's a good question, and I'll tell you what the answer is. A lot of people will see me in the gym, and they'll see me training, and they'll see me punching, and they'll see me running. And sometimes, you know, I've been honest about my mental health, and I've been honest about when I get down, and sometimes I'm on an up and on an high. But there's two reasons that I feel that I've got a secret. Number one, I dismiss the bums and the dossers, if you'll excuse my French on such a great show like this. I dismiss them. I don't listen to critics because they're negative. But more important than anything, I would say is that I'm a man of God. I'm a God-fearing man. And any man that's a God-fearing man knows that it's God that gives you strength, and God what brings you down, depending on His will. But if you pray, and you want it bad enough, and you ask for God enough, you'll get it.
That's great, Tyson. Well, as you know, I met your dad when he was in prison. He was finished off a 7-year prison sentence, I think, for poking somebody's eye out. And I had the privileges of praying with him. And it was great to read in your book about the spiritual experience he had just before you fought Klitschko. You mention it in your book, that he had a great peace, and he just knew you was going to win. Amazing.
Yeah, my dad knew that kind of thing. And when has my dad, let me ask you this, Terry, when has my dad ever been wrong? You won't find that he's wrong when he predicts stuff. And the reason for that is because he also is a man of God, a God-fearing man. And I'm proud of that. A lot of people are ashamed of that in this day and age. I'm not. I think it's something to be proud of.
Phenomenal, amazing. Well, thanks, Tyson, and thanks for your time tonight. And I'm just going to ask the viewers now if they've got any questions for any of the other people who we can bring in to the broadcast. We'll just give them a couple of seconds because there is a slight delay and see what they say. My wife might even have a question for somebody. Jill.
What about Michael McIntyre?
Yeah. What my wife is saying, what does Michael McIntyre have to say about Christmas this year? Because he's always so positive about Christmas, and you know, a lot of Northerners just think he's a southern softie who's a posh boy. Who, you know, what does he think about? You know, I don't think that, Michael. But what about Christmas this year?
Yes, I will tell you in the voice of Michael McIntyre. I will tell you because what Michael McIntyre does is that he goes through the streets on Christmas and he starts to observe, doesn't he? He starts to observe. And the only thing that I realise is that people with a family, they're not able to enjoy the markets of Christmas anymore. They're not able to enjoy it because the children are what drag them down, and they're not able to get from one store to another. They try to get from one market to another market and buy something, their treats for their children. But my sons, Lucas and Oscar, they prevent me from doing so. If I had longer hair, I can really tell you, even though I just had a haircut right now, it would be all over the place, like this. But unfortunately, I just had an absolutely fantastic haircut. Isn't my haircut fantastic? It is, and that is the secret to doing Michael McIntyre, observing everything that is around.
Yes, observational humour, that's right. That's good. And I'm just wondering what Peaky Blinders has got to say about Christmas this year in particular.
Well, that's a fine question. And I assume that you're directing that at Thomas Shelby, eh?
Yeah.
If you'd like to clarify that for me, eh?
Yeah, Tommy Shelby.
Yeah. So Shelby to be respect, eh? Right. There's no problem with it because in any event, we'll be in the garrison. There's a lockdown in the garrison. That means that we're breaking the rules and we're having up to 100 people. They're coming in, they're all raising their glasses and grabbing a drink. And I say, even though I can't swear on this, I say,
you can say blankety
to hell with the virus, eh?
Can say what?
You can say to blankety blank with the virus.
I say blankety blank the virus. I rise and there's your offer as well. And there's your offer as well. He says rise, you can blankety blank the virus, Thomas.
And then, one other person, right, you forgot, you know, is Alfie Sullivan, right? Because, well, we don't celebrate Christmas anyway, mate, because even though he is a man of God, right, he's Jewish, and that means he don't celebrate Christmas, you know, but he will be celebrating with a blankety blank.
That's good. And what about, we've got a few oldies on this show. We've got Jill's dad on, who's actually 85, and he'll remember Ken Goodwin. So what kind of joke would Ken Goodwin tell to just bring us cheer and laughter at this time?
I think I mentioned one to you. I did the one that I always remember. He always started, he said, and what about this fella? Actually, I've got a better one. And what about this fella? The police officer that found a dead horse in the street on Piccadilly. And the constable says to him, so write it down then. He says, how do you spell Piccadilly? He says, P-I-K-O. Drag the horse into Tip Street.
Very good. What about the elephant robbing the bank?
And what about this fella that come out of the bank screaming blue murder? And the man says to him, what's wrong with you? He says, I've just seen an elephant robbing the bank. He says, would you recognise it if you saw it? He says, no, it had a stocking over its head. And what about this fella that go up to a man, he sees him pulling on a piece of string, he says, what are you pulling that for? He says, you ought to try pushing it.
Wonderful. Jill, have you got any more questions for anybody on the list?
Yeah, what about the Vito Corleone? What does he think about the upcoming elections?
Yeah, what does Vito Corleone think about the upcoming elections in America?
Yeah.
Why do I haven't done it as I'm such disrespect? Not everyone is to invite me to your house for coffee. Joe Biden and Sleepy Joe. You know, I never wanted my friendship. They never have for respect. And they never even had the respect to call me Godfather. And now he comes to me and he asks me to endorse his campaign. That I cannot do. So I will be endorsing Donald Trump. Because he is a man of fair. And that is respect.
How about this one's like 2 minutes of political views?
Very good, that's good. Any more, Jill? We're doing well here. Any of the viewers? Any of the viewers got any questions?
We've worn him out yet.
We've not worn you out yet, have we?
Not at all. No, I'm just getting started.
We're just getting started, Jill.
We're just getting started.
Oh, good.
I do know, but I enjoy doing the British comedians are where I started doing it first. After the boxers, which was my first video. I think my second one was Alan Carr. A lot of people like the Alan Carr, the chatty man. If you watch, I don't know if you watch it. Oh, I love watching a bit of Alan Carr, mate. Too bad I have the glasses.
Yes. Jill's got another one here, I can see.
I'm just thinking.
What are they
Michael McIntyre ones. What about travelling abroad at the moment?
Michael McIntyre about not travelling abroad at the moment.
About not travelling abroad?
We can't travel abroad, yeah.
What does Michael McIntyre
think of that?
Once again, I would say that the problem with travelling abroad that I cannot do that at the moment is because my kids, they drive me absolutely crazy. I cannot possibly function one more day without trying to call through. I said to my wife, I said, we need a holiday. And then all of a sudden, Boris Johnson, he says he's announced a 4-week lockdown. I think I might indeed have a heart attack in my face next time I'm on stage.
Very good. Our viewers are breaking the golden cardinal rule. They're asking for people who are. They're asking for people who are not on the list. So I'm not even going to say it.
Well, they I don't know how they can ask that.
You was very specific with me and quite firm with me, wasn't you?
I'm up to. The thing is that how much fun is it for them if I say no, can't do it. But I mean, there must be others that you know. You said the boxers. There's a few of the Sopranos. And there's a few of these kind of famous. A lot of these classics. They're the ones I really like doing. I don't like to jump on trends. You know what I mean?
Yes, classics
on the new thing. Yeah, because I find anyway that like TV is more. Today, again, I don't want to sound old-fashioned because we've done some imitations of Ken Goodwin, who I doubt any of you viewers know who he is.
No, Stan Webb will know him. Yeah, Stan Webb will. Stanley, he's 85.
Stan Webb. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, and I know
do find TV now. I also find anyway that it takes about 2 series for people to get into it. So when something starts, it's not trending yet.
I know what you mean.
It takes 2 or 3 to kind of get into it. And I always find now, because of the whole demand of TV, that it's instant, it's Netflix, it's Prime, it's Apple TV, whatever.
I know what you mean.
There's less quality involved in it, so I can't really bring myself to watching new stuff that much anymore.
Exactly.
Again, I might sound old-fashioned.
So why do you not? Because somebody's asked for you to do Boris. So I'm going to say, why do you not do Boris? Do you find him difficult, or?
No, I do Boris. I just didn't think I was going to be asked for it. No, I did not. I just didn't think someone was going to ask me to do it, to be honest. But I do now and again. Yeah, no, I don't know.
He's not on the list, though. He's not on your list. You need to update the list, Tony. You're giving me these riders. You know what you do, what you don't do. You want a bowl. You want a bowl in your room, M&Ms with the blue ones taken out. You want your carpet hoovering one way and not the other, and then you just come out the box and you do Boris.
You know what I mean? Well, what's the question about Boris? Go on, what's the question?
Well, the question is, can you do Boris? You obviously can. Boris, why have you taken us into another lockdown? When the week before you said that it's all good in the hood, you're not going to put the country in a lockdown. You opened the Canary Islands up. Some people have booked a flight to Tenerife and now they can't go, Boris. I mean, I voted for you, I've promoted you, I even campaigned for you. What do you say to me?
For a start, I appreciate your question, the gentleman's question. The main reason that I decided to call this lockdown is because too many times I've had to have a haircut, and this has given me the opportunity to not have to cut my hair. I can let it grow once again. And the 4-week lockdown seems to me to give sufficient time for that to grow out. And after that, everything will be okay.
Yes, but why have you closed the churches, Boris? When last time they opened up, you even, through the Archbishop, Justin Welby, said that these are not just, social places, the divine, the holy places. Why are you closing the church down?
Well, as you, I once again I'd like to thank you for that question. As you know, COVID does not discriminate against the devout and the secular. It chooses rather to attack those it sees before it. And I think that part of our faith should be that we can fight this together, and we can remain. We can keep our hearts and our prayers, and together we will return to the churches in good time. But this is all a matter of time before my hair grows out, as I said.
So it's more about your hair then, Boris, than the science. What about
I say that? I retract. I did say that.
What about conspiracy theories? What do you think of conspiracy theories?
I would once again, I would ask you, I would implore you to ignore the concept, the wish of the whiff whack of conspiracy theories. These are not true. We must simply keep our minds on our prayers. And look, I think that this country, good British sense and good British humour, will get us through this together. Conspiracy theories are simply to be ignored.
Thank you, Boris. Just one last question. What do you think of Michaela Jane Haynes's toffee apples? You got sent one through the post. What do you think of those?
Is that one of the questions?
Yeah, what do you think of Michaela Jane Haynes's toffee apples?
I think I would like to begin by extending my most sincere gratitude to you for those toffee apples. I think that it signifies how much I enjoyed them by the fact that I devoured them in less than two seconds. I would strongly recommend toffee apples, and I would strongly recommend that we all remain in our homes and we enjoy these toffee apples, which were so delicious. I most certainly would recommend them.
Yeah, I agree, Boris. They're the best toffee apples I've ever had. And she boiled them, the apple, she boiled them, and then they had a thin coat of toffee on, but it was crisp. That's what I loved about them. She made them with a daughter, actually.
That's the beautiful thing. That is the beautiful thing. Although, if we were to ask, for example, Jeremy Corbyn, Jeremy Corbyn is far softer spoken.
What does he think of toffee apples? Michaela's toffee apples?
Well, look, I believe that in order to get to the bottom of the toffee apple investigation, this thing has got to be. So can I finish, please? What I'm saying? Can I finish? I would say that we must launch an investigation, an independent investigation, and only then will we be able to ascertain the true quality. Until then, absolutely no decision whatsoever can be made.
Yeah, but Jeremy, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there was an independent investigation done by your own party at the time that you was leading. Then there's just been another external independent inquiry done, but you are not taking on board the insights and recommendations from this about the said toffee apples. Are you against toffee apples? Are you toffee appleist? What have you got against toffee apples, Jeremy?
Can I please? You've asked a question. Can I finish it?
Yes, please.
I would say, and I reiterate, that I have spent my entire life since I joined the Labour Party at just age 16 fighting toffee appleism. I am against toffee appleism. I do all I can to eradicate any sign of... Can I finish, please? Any sign of toffee appleism within the Labour Party, I will launch an investigation. As long as it is independent, I will accept those results. But can I be clear about one thing? Toffee appleism has absolutely no place whatsoever in the Labour Party. Is that clear enough?
Well, thank you. I think we've got a final comment from you there, and that was good, yes. By the way, Tony, I'm talking to Tony now. You would love Michaela Jane Haynes's toffee apples.
Well, if you would like to send some to me, we have a 4-week lockdown, and I will more than happily give a review of them.
Especially on a bonfire.
Yeah, she made some last night for our bonfire fireworks celebration, which was amazing. And I must say, these toffee apples were totally phenomenal. They are actually a phenomenon.
Do they the kind that drip a bit, or are they crunchy?
If you would have listened to what I said in the beginning, Tony, they are very soft, the apple, the boiled the apples, and then they're coated in a thin layer of crisp toffee. So you get, it's a thin layer, so you just crisp through, and then you get the crispness of the toffee and the softness of the apple. They are perfect. What does Donald Trump think of these toffee apples?
Those toffee apples, I tried them too. You know, she sent me a few, you know, she said, can I send them? And I said, sure, you know, why not? People are writing books. And well, let me tell you that these are the most fantastic toffee apples, probably in the USA, that's for sure. You know, you take a look at what's going on, you know that they're the best, and probably, frankly, in the world. And I don't think anybody knows about toffee apples more than me, including Crazy Bernie, and including Crazy Jeremy, and including eccentric Boris. 3 lunatics, real lunatics.
Yeah, but what about Sleepy Joe? He said that he's going to build toffee apple factories in Mexico.
Give me a break. You know what? Give me a break. The only thing he's going to build is a bed. You know why? So he can go to sleep. The toffee apple will probably, you know, he'll probably break his jaw. And I don't say that disrespectfully, because I respect the old. I respect the older man. But he's so old that he'll probably break his entire jaw. And then you're not going to have a president. And then you're not going to have a country. You're just going to have a sleepy man on a sleepy bed that he built with a sleepy personality stuck with a toffee apple. It's going to be wonderfully terrible.
Yeah, but President Donald Trump, what do you think of black peas?
Of what?
Has he heard of them?
Oh Lord, you've probably never heard of them. Black peas are a delicacy born in Lancashire. And round bonfire time, they serve up these black peas. They're actually pigeon peas boiled with vinegar in, and they serve them at bonfire parties and at the travelling fairgrounds, but only in Lancashire. It's quite a phenomenon, but we had some in the heart of Derbyshire, in the heart of the UK last night. What would your comments be on black peas, Donald Trump? Do black peas matter?
Well, let me tell you this. You know, you took the word. Let me tell you this. You know, no president, there's never been a president that has done more for black peas than me. Highest rate of growth for black peas. Lowest rate of unemployment for black peas. You know, they're really wonderful. And they have, you know, I want to see them grow. No other president would let them grow the way I do. And black peas do matter, let me tell you that, frankly.
What do you think of mushy peas?
What do I think of mushy peas?
That's how Americans say mushy. They actually say it like that. Mushy peas. Mushy peas.
I don't really like them. You know why? Because they're too part of the establishment. You know, the mushy peas, you know, they came to me before I ran for president. They used to say, can I have your donation? Because I got along with everybody. Got along with it. And the mushy peas, they'd come to me and they'd say, can we have your money? You know, I used to donate to them, but then I realized it's all about black peas. I don't want mushy peas anymore.
That's it. Come on. That's why you're my president. That's why you've got my vote. Amazing. Well, we've got loads. We've got so many laughy emojis. We've got Michaela Jane Haynes saying so funny. Toffee appleism, she loves it. Amazing.
Appleism. What about Peter Jones? He's another businessman from Dragon's Den and knows the British audience. So
let me ask him. Peter. Terry Eckersley here. We've communicated a few times, but can you just really share what are your keys to success in business, and keep it simple for the viewers tonight, because we've got quite a few simple souls on tonight.
Terry, by Peter. Nice to be you. I would say that the secret to success is simply that you own everything. So I own everything. I don't look at anything in the 50% or the 60% ratio. I look to own 100% of everything. And so I would say that the secret to success is that you take action and you own everything. And if you can't do that, you're going to struggle. The maths won't add up, and you're going to struggle.
Okay, thank you. What would Del Boy say his keys to success were?
Del Boy?
Yeah.
Do you mean Derek Chisora?
That was bad. It's not on the list.
It's not on the list. I broke
my
the cardinal rule.
I'm too young for that. I can't remember that. My Del Boy is Derek Chisora.
Yeah, no. Did you not get into Only Fools and Horses? No.
Less so, I'm afraid.
Less so.
He's too young.
Well, go on, Derek Chisora. What are his keys to success?
The way to success for Derek Chisora, you've got to be relaxed, and it's got to go through people like Bindaloo Curry. You go down, you're knocked down a little bit, but don't matter, just don't hurt anybody blankety blank. You with no boss or anything. Success.
That's good. And what would AJ say to him?
Yeah. Do you know what the thing is about AJ? It's all about the timing and the rapping, and it's all about the training and the boxing. Because I feel like a lot of people like to look at the success and the failures, when I just like to look on the future. It's like you said earlier, it's all about falling forward. I don't like to look at the past. I like to put the past in the past and just focus on the future. You feel where I'm coming from?
I feel it, man. I feel it. I hear you, man. I hear and I feel it, man. Because you're spitting lyrics, man. You sort of spit my kind of lyrics. And when you spit them,
it's all about the timing and the rhyming.
As long as you're timing and you're rhyming and you're spitting them lyrics, you know what I'm saying, like that. Then you know what I'm saying, innit? Whatever. It's like them black guys on the street or them Asian boys who think they're black. You know what I mean? They sort of do like this street spitting lyric, man. You know what I'm saying, innit?
Some. But I think I wonder whether.
Keep it out of that.
I'm going to stay out of that one. Yeah.
Very wise.
But yeah, they are the keys to success. I don't know whether people. I watch all that Dragon's Den now. That's my favourite show of all. Dragon's Den is my favourite. But
is it?
Not enough people watch that. Yeah, not enough people watch that, which is just too bad because it's a great one. It's a good one. But yeah.
Brilliant. Well, it's been great having you on, man. I don't think we want to let you go, Show. We've been going for an hour, which is good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been absolutely enjoyable, just as fun as I thought it would be.
It's been even more fun. I mean, when have you ever done impressions about toffee appleism and black peas?
Toffee appleism is a great thing, and it's great for the country.
Not like Jeremy Corbyn thinks, who is totally against, and I reiterate, totally against all forms of discrimination against apples, and indeed toffee apples.
And black peas. You've not mentioned that, Jeremy, have you? You're avoiding answering questions on black peas when there's been an internal and an external investigation done.
I have got absolutely no issue with black peas, and I have no problem indeed with mushy peas. Everybody is welcome in the Labour Party.
Phenomenal. Well, Tony, it's been great having you on with us, seriously, and it's been great getting to know you more. I think you're an amazing young guy, and I can really see you continuing to just go places with your impressions, because you're very, very funny. And you're very on point. And if the world needs anything, I love humour. I really do love humour. I say it's a lubricant of life, Mm-hmm. And if anybody ever needed humour, now is the time, isn't it? Right now.
Absolutely. And I hope that will give me the opportunity also, not that I pray for a lockdown, but at least, that people can hopefully enjoy it from the stuff I do and the stuff that other people do. There's some great impressions and some great comedians out there. So this will give me the opportunity as well to kind of do more, hopefully, pump out a bit more content. And I just
we'll have you on the show. We'll have you on the show again in the future. It'd be great if you'd come back and do something. And anybody who's on, please like and share this broadcast and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere you're watching from, on all the platforms. But also check Tony out. I'll put a link in where you can just click on. But you can see his handle there, at Tony Lapidus Impressions. Follow him, like him, subscribe, because I'll tell you, his content, he updates his content daily, and it's very, very funny and amusing. And I'll tell you, I love humour, and yeah, I'm a man of faith, but I love humour, and I study humour a lot, and I listen to humour a lot, and I play around with humour, clanging and punning. But Tony is a phenomenal guy, so follow him and just get on with his journey, because I really believe he's going places. I mean, it's like you celebrate the journey while you're going places, but I'm just looking forward to seeing where you go, Tony, because I know you're going to do bigger and better things.
Thank you very much. I just want to say also, just in that bit, if I can, firstly, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. I love doing these kinds of podcasts. Everybody, yes, I asked them just to follow me on YouTube, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and also Terry. The work you do is great, and it's great. It's great to keep up with the. I personally really endorse what you do, if that means anything. And also, even though it's a lockdown, blessings to everyone. Merry Christmas to everybody, and I guess happy everything to anybody celebrating around that time. Thank you again for having me on, sir. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and we'd reiterate that because I've been doing a series lately on above and beyond, and about having that above and beyond perspective. And when you know that you're above, then you can live beyond. And so even the last lockdown, I didn't call it a lockdown, I called it a bless up. And we did 2 courses online during that. We bought a new car. We did a lot of stuff, didn't we? We helped a lot of people through our food bank and visiting people because we're key workers and pastoral care. And it's all about perspective in life and gratitude and attitude and thankfulness and stuff like that. And I'm just encouraging viewers to keep doing that and do what you can do. Don't whinge about what you can't do. Have a can-do mentality. So from the mighty Tony Lapidus and Terry Ackersley tonight, it's been great having you with us, and we'll see you real soon. Ciao for now. Let's wave at everybody, Tony.